How does the mirror see her reflection?
So put your head against it. Alright, you're fully blocked.
Can you
Bro,
see me?
how does it literally open a portal, bro?
No way. Am I really on the other side?
Yes!
That is so
What's going on with her? Is she playing?
It's not fucking moving.
It isn't though.
What's
It's
up?
moving,
This bird's
but it's
not moving. It's flying, but it's not moving.
Yeah.
Make that. What is going on there? It's flying, but it's not moving. Look at it.
Was she sitting there the whole time? Bruh!
Ai, eu sei o tem que pila gente.
Bro, it was just so much. What was the first one, bro? The mirror one. The mirror, like, how? What? Or maybe it's a bin. Maybe it's a bin. Maybe, like, you know, smoke and mirrors. Maybe it's a bin of the reflection of the lights and everything because it's seeing around and because it's at an angle. Maybe. What would be crazy if she was scooted back a little bit and you could see her behind, like you had space in between her and the mirror, like there was space for the camera to go in there and look, you know what I'm saying? She was stood back, like if this is the mirror and she stood back here and the camera was looking in, if the camera could see her behind, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy. But still, in the moment, it blew my fucking mind in the moment. But then I used science and I was just like, oh bitch. It's just mirrors and angles and lights, girl. That's all it is. But yeah, no, friend. That was just like, okay, friend. And the lifeguard, I don't know why she was glitching. Maybe she was looking for something. Maybe. I don't know. And then she started marching. I don't know. Maybe she was playing games. And y'all have been talking about the plain ones, like the speed and momentum, physics. I was just talking about physics. Did not like physics. Like I liked physics, but I was not good at it. Like I think I got a B in physics in college. If that. It was like a B minus or a C plus. Like I just passed physics. Like physics was so freaking hard. And it wasn't just hard for me. It was hard for everybody. Like we would have tutors. Our professor would have tutoring section. And it would be like all his classes in one room during different times. And I would go to every time. Cause I'd be like, why is that so freaking hard? Because you know, like with math and algebra, there's multiple ways to get to one answer. With physics, hell no. There's one way to do it to get to one answer. Because you could do 1,000 other ways and not get the same answer with physics. Math, algebra, you can do 1,000 different ways and get the same answer. Physics, not like that. You have to do it the exact way. There's a right way to do it. And you have to do it like that. And sometimes with physics, I just didn't understand how, like, why? I'm doing it like you said, but somehow it's not right. Somehow I'm not, and it's not. Don't get me started on physics. I went on a rant earlier today. It's crazy how stuff happens. But y'all was saying that it's the physics. Like the plane is moving the plane and your car is moving at the same time, like you're canceling out. But these look like they still ain't staying put, especially that bird one. The bird one, it was just flapping. That thing did not move. They didn't move. They're sitting still. The bird is sitting still. And it's going this way. It should be moving this way. It would be different if it was moving that way or further away from them or directly to them. Then that makes sense. I'm going through these videos again. The little girl, where did the little girl come from? But she was so small and I wasn't expecting her. So she could have been knelt down somewhere and I just wasn't, but she had on red though. And everything around them was like earth tones, dark, black, you know? She had on red. There's no way I could have mixed her. Like, what? I'm going back and forth and I'm just like, no, because this is mesh. Even the bottom's mesh. And the necklace one makes sense because we already had that. We have glitches where we have multiple things popping up. I have experienced that with the 3 spoons. So yeah, definitely don't discount that. And then the towel over the grass. Now that one I can understand because I see that happens all the time. Like people will put towels outside and then the grass just grows on top of it. They put stepping stones and grass just grows on top of it. I've seen that happen many times before. That's not really a glitch. But the matching cars, that was 2 sets of matching cars, maybe 3 sets. I couldn't see if those other 2 cars in front of the 2 red cars were matching sets. But that is crazy, but not unrealistic. Because for sometimes people have the same exact cars because it's a sale. And especially when it comes to Chevys. I see a lot of Chevys that are like, because you know Chevys, they got good price and they good cars. Team Chevy, are you part of the Chevy family? Yes, honey. I can see that happening because sometimes dealerships have a sale, and especially if everyone's getting like, everyone's turning 16 at the same time. There's one dealership in my area that everybody goes to. There's 1,000 other ones, plenty of other dealerships, but if you get in traffic, you will see that everyone got their car from the same exact dealership. It'll be a whole row of everybody because it's a good dealership. They have really good ratings and all this stuff, and it's an all-in-one stop shop, and it's just the benefits of that. So I believe that one. That one, not so much a glitch to me. I'm over here greasy. I ain't even ate yet. The Coca-Cola factory, I don't know what happened with that. What was that? Maybe it got hot. I cannot explain that because it's glass. It can't get that hot to mold into something else. Like I need more background for that one. Unless they got it like that, yeah, it could be a glitch. Because if they didn't get it already like that and then over time it stretched to be a long neck, I don't know about that one. That could be a glitch in the Matrix. That's I don't know how to explain that one. I ain't never seen that one. I still have my Coca-Cola bottle from when the Coca-Cola factory first opened up in Georgia. Yeah, I can imagine. That probably tastes nasty. I'm not a Coca-Cola fan. I am, but not Coca-Cola. Like Sprite, not Mellow Yellow. I mean, it's been so long since I've had Mellow Yellow. Like I was talking to a youngin the other day about Mellow Yellow, and I was just like, you're too young to even know about that, because I don't even see Mellow Yellow in stores anymore. Like, you gotta like special order that, like go to a restaurant. I don't see Mellow Yellow at all. And I think back to it. Yeah, it's been a minute.
The email I got for tonight's True Scary Story genuinely terrified me. It is about astral projection gone terribly wrong, and it actually brings itself into the real world and harms her. And there is photographic evidence of this at the end of the video. So just wait. By the way, this is the short version. That's all I can say. So put 2 and 2 together. So tonight's submitter's name is Kayla, and she did say that I could tag her. So she will be tagged in the description if you have any questions or comments for her. When Kayla was a kid around 5 or 6, she was pretty into astral projection, but she just didn't know what it was called. She just thought she had really cool dreams and that everyone else could dream the same way. She was about 11 to 12 years old. She went to a classmate's house for a sleepover. It was just her, the classmate, and the classmate's mom. She lived right next to a city park on a house on a corner. And there was a little creek across the street that they would cut through to get there. So that's important to know. Well, one thing she didn't know about astral projection is that there are rules. One being that not to do it in a place that isn't your home, or not to do it in a place that's not a safe space. She made that mistake and she went to bed. She woke up and realized that she was dreaming in the bedroom of her friend's home, but then she decided that she was going to go to the park. She was by herself. No one else was with her, even if she willed them to be. I didn't know that you could will people to be in your dreams. Did anyone else know that? Usually she's able to dream whatever she wants with whoever she wants, but this time was different. So she floats her way through the creek into the playground area, but she doesn't start playing. She sat down on a bench and tried to enjoy the space she was in, but again, something was not right. She had this heavy feeling in her chest to look over at the other side of the bench. Her heart was pounding and she was so scared. She knew something was next to her. There was a figure on the other side. She wouldn't say they were sitting, but she just had a feeling that they were. It's like this thing could tell her things telepathically, like she knew what it was thinking. This thing was communicating with her and she did not like it one bit. She didn't know what it was saying, but it made her feel awful, so she just sat there on the bench alone. She slowly gets up because at this point she doesn't know if it knows that she is there with how still it was. She noticed when she got up she was still on the ground, not something that she was used to when she astral projects. She normally floats or flies everywhere. She blamed it on her fear and tried to stay calm and walk away. She turns around to head back to her friend's house because she wants to go in and wake herself up. This is where it starts to get scary. The fear inside of her was building up so much so that her knees were starting to buckle. She almost fell, but she caught herself. She picks up her pace, but then she turns around and she sees this thing. It's following her. It's following her like Freddy Krueger. It's moving like Freddy Krueger. She completely booked it at this point, and normally it was a short walk, but man, it felt like a mile. When she got to the house, she rushed straight through the front door and went to her room to wake herself up. She was completely terrified. She was shaking her shoulders, sobbing, begging herself to wake up. It was not working. The figure leered in the doorway, and this time it was definitely in the shape of a man. She's had many years to try to think about why it took this form, and she can confidently say that it did this to mess with her. It was still a shadow, but she could still see arms, legs, torso, head, teeth. As she's sobbing and trying to wake herself up, he just sort of leans his shoulder on the doorway, crosses his arms, and then crosses one ankle in front of the other. He was laughing at her, but not audibly. She could hear it in her head. She could hear it in her effing head. She could feel his thoughts. They were slimy, sickening, and dark. It's like he could tell that she was struggling to wake herself up. He was enjoying it, like he was basking in the fear that filled the room, and he thought it was delicious. He slowly started walking into the room, and her back was kind of diagonal to him because she was leaning over the bed, slapping herself and shaking herself to wake up. When he got right behind her, he put his hand on her shoulder, and the moment his hand made contact with her shoulder, it started to burn. She closed her eyes and gasped. And the moment she opened them, she was in her body again. She was safe. She was awake. No one else was in the room anymore. She tried going back to sleep, still thinking that this is just how people dream and she had a bad nightmare. But every time she closed her eyes and started trying to fall asleep, her shoulder would burn where he touched her. Now get this, in the morning, her friend's mother comes into the room and they can tell that she is not happy with them. She asks if they snuck out the night before and they were like, no, we didn't even go to the bathroom. Then she hit them with, then why was the front door open when I know damn well I locked it last night? Then her stomach sank because all she could think about was it her when she was running from this thing and ran through the front door into the room to wake herself up? The friend's mom actually made her call her mom and tell her mom that she had snuck out the night before, even though they did not. So she goes to the bathroom to change out of her pajamas and she sees scratches on her shoulder where that thing touched her. She still has scars to this day, even after trying to make them fade. These are the scars. Here's one picture. And here's another picture. That is insane. Now, after all this happened, she started seeing people that were not there. Sometimes just a shadow out of the corner of her eye, and sometimes a whole person. But she is doing better today. Now, what do you guys think of this story? I think this story is absolutely insane. Like, astral projection like that, and then coming into the real world. I actually got another story that is kind of similar to this one. It's just not astral projection, of a girl that had a dream that kind of leered into the waking life. And I think those are terrifying. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, questions, please drop them below because we are both like mind boggled. We don't even know. No idea what that thing was that was chasing her. It was able to change forms like the last story I told, so that's insane. Like, was it a demon? What was it? Before I do my shout outs, my name is Kaisa and I tell true scary stories on here every single night, so if you like that, hit that follow button. Guys, keep sending me your true scary stories. And now my favorite part, the shout outs. My first shout out is going to Ginger Horning. Girl, you left the nicest comment. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all of the things that you do by watching my channel and supporting me. Like, it just means everything to me. You have no idea. I love you for that, girl. My second shout out is going to Deb High, H-I-G-H. Girl, thank you for your comment. That was also so sweet. I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you loving my stories. That means everything to me. And just like the comment you gave me was so great. And I appreciate you for it. And I love you for it. Thank you. I want you all to know that I love every single one of you. Even the ones that comment just random things. Like if you're supporting me, if you're commenting, especially if you're sharing my videos, like that means everything to me. It really does. And like just your support and your kindness means everything to me. I am so lucky to have this channel and have the group of people that are in it. Guys, I love this sweater. It is so beautiful and it says do what makes you happy everywhere. Like look, it says it right here, it says it right here, right here. Guys, when you are feeling down or you are discouraged, do what makes you happy. Do not listen to anybody else. Do not let others discourage you. If you have a dream to do something, you better push yourself as far as you can to accomplish that dream. Cancel any other noise that you are hearing from anybody else. If you think you can do something, you can do it. So do what makes you happy because you have it. You got it. I promise. And this sweater reminds me of that. I love it so much. I really do. The color is beautiful. Also, I need you to do 3 things for me. And what are those? Keep sending me your stories. Have a safe night. And what's the third one? Say it with me. Have a spooky night. Love you guys. See you in the next one.
Girl, y'all remember? That just reminded me about the nightlight. Going to get it now. Going to get it now, girl. I'm so excited. I'm glad I didn't have, well, I'm pretty sure I'll have another story from her so I can have my nightlight on. That'll be cute. But, bitch, she got me. She got me because I was just like, Freddy Krueger. I don't know that reference. Like, I know that reference, but I don't know that reference because I've never seen Freddy Krueger. I've never seen, was it Friday Night, Nightmare on Elm Street? What's the other one? Well, Mike Myers. Yeah, never seen those movies. Well, I wasn't allowed to when I was younger. Y'all know this. My mom was just like, no, you're not sleeping with me. No, you sleep crazy. We're not sleeping with all the lights on. So I haven't seen it. And I was just like, maybe I should watch it now that I'm an adult. And my mom was just like, no, it's a scary movie. Because I was just like, well, it was made in the 2000s. Like, it can't be that scary now. We're in 2025. Like, we have a higher level of what scary can be. And my mom was just like, no, you still shouldn't watch it now. You will still be scared. It's still scary. And I'm just like, I bet. So I've never watched it and I don't have any reference to it. I don't even know. So she messed me up. She messed me up when she was just like, bruh, girl, she gets me every time with those scare. I be like, I gotta go to bed after this. Like, I'm staying up all night. Like, oh, look, I got what? 5 hours until I gotta go to the gym. Yeah, we're just gonna be out. And we're gonna day sleep. We're gonna day sleep. It's fine. It's completely fine. But yeah, friend, that was so scary. I don't remember what happened. No, I remember. Because that was scary. Like, what? And they tell you to be careful. Noah tells us to be careful when we astral project because you could fuck around and find out. And she fucked around and find out. And I hate that she had to freak around and find out what the freak was at that park. You know, because it's just like you hear those stories all the time back in the day. I don't know about now. Hopefully not now. Back in the day, you used to hear those stories of kids getting kidnapped at a park. So maybe that evil spirit was already there at that park and it's just been sitting, waiting or whatever. But astral projecting at a park, girl. And then, how did she stay calm? Because we would have been fighting, honey. We would be fighting like, no, I'm gonna fight you in this world right here. Like, that's cute that you thought you could just enter into my mind and just mind fuck me. Like, I need you to understand this butt whooping that you're about to. Can you see it? Can you see it in my head? Are you channeling this butt whooping? So why the frick are you playing with me? You play these games, girl. Bye. And I understand she was just a child. It was just like, what? This usually doesn't happen. What is this? Friend, I'm a little nervous about her friend. Like, that's what you living beside? Like, that's nerve-wracking. And to run, and that thing is following you. First of all, if you encounter something like that, do not run to where you're sleeping. Let's handle this right here on the playground, bro. Catch me at the playground. You already there. Let's handle this. Y'all remember back in the day we used to have fights at the playground? We was rough. We were bad. We were some bad kids. And we used to have fights at the playground. But our playground was ginormous. Like, it had the top part with the merry-go-round. Y'all remember the merry-go-rounds? I would go on a merry-go-round right now. Used to run and spin the thing. Oh, that was so much fun. One time, I think I not broke something, but I hurt myself really bad on a merry-go-round. But, okay, the top part, merry-go-round, down the hill of our park, because it goes all the way down. We had those little basketball goals, but not the real ones. The one where it's like a I don't know what to call it. It's like this, and there's holes on the side. Like there's a hole on top that you throw the ball in, and there's holes on the side, on the four sides that the ball comes out. I don't even know what to call those things. I don't even know if I can find a picture of that. But that's what we had. And then we had slides, and then we had like gymnastic shit because we little black kids in the hood. So we was doing backflips off of everything. Like back in the day, everyone was a gymnast, a ghetto gymnast. We would do backflips off of everything. Like it was crazy back in the day. I was so flexible. I had no fear. I had no fear at all. So I would just be jumping off of stuff. And then we had like a 4 square, like our freaking playground was crazy. We loved going outside. Hated when it rained. Like, we're gonna watch a movie. Fuck that. We want to go outside in the rain. Like playground was crazy. So yeah, friend, no, you would catch me outside. How about that, honey? Before you come into my friend's house, chases her into the freaking house, bro. Like, and it happened in, well, shoot, because there's times like when I sleepwalk and I'm dreaming about what I'm sleepwalking, I literally open up doors and stuff like that. It's happening in my dream and in real life. So I can see that happening where she was astral projecting. But that's wild though, because her body is laying down. It's not like she's sleepwalking. Her body is laying down. What opened her door? Was it her spirit opened her door? Girl, I got questions. I guess I'm gonna have to go to the comment section. Go follow her right now. Comment below on this video what you think it was, what it could be. Have you ever experienced anything like that? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, stop. And her friend all mad at her. Like, I would be mad too if I woke up and my front door wide the fuck open and I was asleep and I'm a single parent mom. Girl, a single mom. Nope. Would not like that. Let's keep it going. That was a lot, bro. I gotta catch my heart. I gotta catch my heart is literally still beating, pounding like.
Ouija boards are an absolute no in my book. Spooky story time. A follower named Aaliyah sent me this story and we're gonna call it Let's Play the Ouija Board. Aaliyah is in college and she says that on a random Saturday, her and her friend were bored and her friend was like, hey, you wanna play the Ouija board? She says that her family is very religious, so she knows better, but she does it anyway. They go into the study room and there's no one in there. They did not have an actual Ouija board, so they downloaded an app on her friend's phone. And it took a turn very quickly. They started asking typical questions like, is there anyone here? And the board said yes. And Aaliyah's friend asks, are you a good spirit? And immediately it said no. I would have been out that motherfucker immediately. They kind of paused and looked at each other like, and then she says that the board kind of started doing its own thing. It started moving and it spelled out, are you scared? Aaliyah was scared and she asks her friend and she's like, are you messing with me? And her friend is like, no, like they're both freaking out. They both look at each other and Aaliyah's like, you're never supposed to take your hand off the board. Nonetheless, they proceed and the board starts to spell Z-O. I'm not going to finish it because if you know, you know. And if you don't, look it up. Aaliyah says that she immediately knew exactly what it was trying to spell. So she's putting pressure on the planchette. That way it doesn't like continue to move. And they both immediately say goodbye to the board because they were done at this point. They were done playing. They both run to her friend Daniel's room and they explain what happened. And he's literally like, hell nah, I do not mess with that. Y'all need to leave. They didn't want to go back to their room, so they go to their friend Andrea's room, didn't mention anything, and they start watching TV. Out of nowhere, her door kind of opens, and then it kind of slowly, like, starts swinging back and forth. They go back to their friend Daniel's room, and they ended up spending the night there. The very next morning, she goes back to her own dorm, and she realizes that her clothes is literally thrown everywhere, all over her room. She questions her roommate, and her roommate's like, honey, I was asleep, but I heard you messing around. I thought you were getting close to go out, whatever. And Aaliyah's like, I didn't come home last night. I stayed with Daniel. Aaliyah says that she was so scared after this and she literally drove home. She says that the college is only about 20 minutes from her home. So she went home. Thankfully, nothing else happened after that. But I am pretty sure this is the last time Aaliyah plays with that Ouija board. What do you guys think? I have mentioned it before. I am intrigued with Ouija boards. I love the art of it. I love it, but I will never play one because I believe in it 100%. I'm not playing with one. No, thank you. Thank you so much to Aaliyah for sending me this spooky story. If you guys have any other stories that you'd like for me to read, please send them via DM or email, and I'd love to read them, and I will see you guys in the next spooky story. Bye!
Girl, one of y'all was just like, it's all about how you use it. There's rules. And I was just like, I don't want to find out. I don't want to play. I don't want to see. I don't know. Even when back in the day when they used to put them in movies, scary movies, I wouldn't really be watching it. I would just be praying the whole time. I would just be like, in the name of Jesus the whole time. Like, none of this entering into me. Like, I'm not even claiming this. Like, that's how I was just like, no, I ain't trying to find out. That's how I've been all my life. Like, even when I didn't really know what they were, I knew it wasn't for me. Like, I just knew that. So, no, friend. And you done did it on your phone. What you gonna do? Get a new phone? Like, no, you're not gonna get a new phone if it ain't been 2 years, bro. Shoot, even if it's been 2 years, I'm still not getting a new phone. So no, friend, you didn't put it on your phone. She's talking about, are you playing with me? How am I playing with you? If it's an app, we both download this app. Y'all remember that app where it used to be where they would send you places? Like, it would just send you somewhere, they'll give you an address and they'll send you there, and you just figure out, you know, see what you're gonna find in the adventure. And it was taking people to crazy places and like dead bodies and stuff, and that doll neighborhood. Girl, that's what it reminds me of. But no, I would not have been playing these games, and we knew what name they were spelling out, and we just don't want to know. We are not asking who, why, when, where. We don't even want you here. So what do we do? And she did keep on carrying the place around. If I was the old boy, I would be like, no, you can't sleep here. No, what are you playing games? What do you think this is? Stop it. So yeah, friend, that's wild. And it's really wild that she lived on campus even though she lived 20 minutes away. You're wilding out. There's no freaking way that I'm going to live on campus, pay to live on campus when I live 20 minutes away. Hell no. I would spend the night at my friend's house on campus. But knowing how much that is, like tuition, like room and board, honey, girl, bye. Girl, motherfucking bye. And I understand you want to get out of your parents' house, but no. Thinking about how I was when I was younger, I didn't even want to go to college. Like, literally, my mom did the application, put me into summer camp, like, for the college to meet people so I'd be prepared to go to college. Like, I would have friends and know people already. Like, my mom did the whole process. And then one day I just woke up. Oh, it was summer. It was during the summer. I woke up and she was like, okay, let's pack up your stuff because you're going to summer camp. And I was just like, summer camp? Yeah, because in like a week you're going to college. What? I'm going to college? When did this happen? Yeah, she got me with the okadoke. She got me. So I can't even imagine being like, oh, my college is 20 minutes away and I'm just gonna get up and move and stay somewhere. I have my own room, you know what I'm saying? Because when I went to college the first semester, I had a roommate. I was really bad. I was a really bad roommate. Really, really bad roommate. So yeah, no, I would not choose my home, the comfort of my home, where my meals are made, my mom to do my homework. Like, that's how spoiled I was. I'm still spoiled, bro. That's why my mom's better than yours, bro. What? But now I couldn't imagine living on campus where I could be living at my mama's house. Shit. Girl, bye. Girl. Like this video, follow all the creators, and subscribe.